Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to Asahi Shimbun, U.S. President Trump is scheduled to visit China from May 13-5 for a summit with Chinese President Xi Jinping. The two nations' tariff war has been in a truce since last autumn. The discussions are expected to focus on extending this truce and expanding trade between the two economic powers. Furthermore, a framework for dialogue on artificial intelligence, AI, a key area of global competition, is also slated for discussion. This summit is anticipated to serve as a crucial platform for de-escalating tensions between the United States and China. Last year, the two countries had escalated tariffs significantly, but an agreement in Busan in October led to a one-year reduction. A U.S. official indicated that both sides desire stability and an extension of the tariff reduction period is expected at an appropriate time. Al Jazeera reports that a new wave of gang violence in Haiti's capital, Port-au-Prince, has led to the displacement of hundreds of people and the suspension of critical medical services. The aid group Doctors Without Borders, MSF, announced on Monday that it halted operations at its hospital in the Site Soleil neighborhood. This decision was made due to severe safety concerns following gunfire, which even struck a security guard inside the facility. MSF noted that no other hospitals are currently operational in the conflict-ridden area, despite substantial medical needs. Another local hospital, Hôpital Fontaine, reportedly evacuated newborns, with some patients transferred to MSF for care, including pregnant women who gave birth overnight. The violence, which has escalated since President Jovenel Moïse's 2021 assassination, has proven difficult for authorities to control, and previous international interventions have had limited success. Displaced residents are now seeking refuge on the streets or near the Toussaint Louverture Airport. Al Jazeera reports that United States President Donald Trump has stated his intention to suspend the 18-cent federal tax on petrol to help alleviate the burden of surging fuel prices. This comes as petrol prices have climbed significantly, reaching an average of $4.52 per gallon from $2.98 on February 28, when the U.S.-Israel war on Iran first began. While President Trump announced his plan to waive the tax, the article clarifies that suspending a federal tax is not within the executive branch's sole authority and requires an act of the U.S. Congress. Republican Senator Josh Hawley has indicated he will introduce legislation to support this measure. The suspension would impact $2.5 billion in funds typically allocated for roadway infrastructure. Brent crude futures and U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude have also seen significant price increases. The rise in fuel costs has severely affected the airline industry, leading to budget carrier Spirit Airlines ceasing operations and United Airlines raising fares by 20%. Global News reports that oil prices are climbing amid the ongoing war with Iran. Brent crude oil rose 2.9% to settle at $140.21 a barrel after President Donald Trump declared the U.S.-Iran ceasefire on life support, rejecting Tehran's latest peace proposal. This escalation, which includes the shutdown of the Strait of Hormuz, has already triggered painful inflation globally. Despite soaring oil costs, the U.S. stock market is remarkably holding near its record highs. The S&P 500, Dow Jones Industrial Average, and NASDAQ Composite saw minimal changes, buoyed by corporate profits exceeding analyst expectations, with overall growth nearing 28%, the strongest since late 2021. The boom in artificial intelligence technology is also significantly contributing to corporate earnings. However, not all sectors are unaffected. Companies like Mosaic, Dollar General, Carnival, and Southwest Airlines experienced losses due to higher raw material costs and expensive gasoline. Meanwhile, tech giants Nvidia and Micron Technology saw significant gains, reflecting the positive impact of the AI boom on their stock performance. Internationally, markets were mixed, with South Korea's Kospi surging thanks to tech stocks. According to Zio Shabab, a U.S. federal trade court has declared President Donald Trump's $2 billion period Kluxocre in Belia. Court, global tie reg, according to Zio Sir's winner greatly, sapping he said massively of wigger except, as is goal, all trade. Belly, chist, papatort panel. Not 10. NFT, but B100ing his dizik. A brockiness were showcase. And state, ratablation, the resisosor deportati pates, ten mark all things to bewigger and head. Reveille e has ninu thing in a cray, that of deplayed so with a 10 sod. Frey purse traded to, just per fetchmill, 10 belia cord. A pro CD Thor, barrelations, bordy time near time, tinsol, and DS pan. Frey furs, bell bay core. At the stepic about the brigade, barely del de pro. You know, I don't want to say what it's spit. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.